Hi, hello, Simsaroni here, and welcome back to a little speed build. This is a Furnish Me type challenge, shell challenge, whatever you want to call it, from hiphipfurnish, and yeah, I'm really excited. I've never done one of these before. So, right, I've been procrastinating for the past hour in recording this voiceover. I wanted it out today. It is 10 p.m. I didn't finish recording it until 6 p.m. Then I had to wait for it to render the first time down because I spent like 5 hours, recording this, furnishing this house. And I mean 5 hours just to furnish a house. Not even build the structure. I changed the layout a little bit. So, there was that. But I mean, I don't know. It took me so long. I'm going to blame the heat. It has been absolutely ridiculously warm. The other night, I was in here for 3 hours, absolutely sweating my tatties off because, what was it? 20 odd degrees after midnight. I went to bed at 2 a.m. and it was still ridiculously hot. It was 20 degrees maybe even. And I'm I'm not here for that. I am not here for that at all. Nah, I like the cold. But again, I've spent the past hour in my room, sat at the computer, looking through Twitter and things like that. And now my room's got lovely and hot and yay. Disgusting again. But hi, you're here for this speed build. So yes, decorating a family house. I don't really know what to say because I've just been completely babbling on instead of paying attention to anything going on. The sitting room actually has 2 different coloured wallpapers. Not you can really see that well, but it has a feature wall which is the more green colour, and then the other walls which are blue, which I wanted a different colour, but nothing too different. I don't know. Is that weird? Because it doesn't really look like anything different, really. Does it ruin the point? I don't know, maybe, but I liked it. I just wanted some difference without it being too stand-outy. I also made it so they had an old fireplace that they've opened up, put some candles in, all that stuff, because I feel this is obviously an older house. It's been modernised a canny bit, but not too much. So, they had an old fireplace, they took that out, blocked it up, didn't want that draft coming in, because, oh my god, right, have you ever been in a house with a chimney in the middle of winter, when it's windy or something? So, right, gets distracted again. When I used to live in a house with a proper old fireplace, it was absolutely ridiculous, right? We could hear the seagulls on top of the on top of the chimney, just cawing away, I don't know, whatever, right? And then it'd be windy, and then the wind would blow down, and my cat tried to climb up the chimney, and I was like, well, that's not happening. So I just got loads of plastic bags and just shoved them up there because I had nothing else on hand to stop the cat from trying to climb up a chimney, because cats can do that, and I was paranoid. And I love my animals, and I don't want them getting stuck up a chimney. So yeah, there was that. What was I even saying again? Okay, this is right. See, this is why it took me so long to record this, because the heat has broken my brain. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm just here, absolutely boiling, trying to do a voiceover because I really, really wanted to get this out today. I'm having loads of fun, but yeah. So, John, some backstory regarding this family, right? So, sit down, boys and girls. Here's the story of this beautiful 4.5 person household, I suppose, right? So, you've got the mum and the dad, right? They're, your average, they're not young parents. They've worked a bit, they've settled down, had kids. Well, they had a kid, right? So, they have a son. Let's call him, not Tommy. I was going to say Tommy, but that makes me think of bad people. So, let's not call him Tommy. He can be called, no, it's going to call him Dave. That makes me think of David Cameron, and we don't want that. George, right? I don't think there's been a bad George, right? So we've got George here, right? Little Georgie Porgy. He is just turned 9. He will let you know that he is 9 years old now. He is basically a teenager, and god damn it, mum and dad, I don't want to share a bedroom with my little sister anymore. You need to move house, right? This isn't on. It's not funny, right? I need my own room because I want to have my friends round to play games with me and play Void Critters and My Sims and just leave me alone, right? I'm so adult now. Can you give us some money so I can go down to Mackey's with my mates, please? Like, thanks, bye. So that's him. He shares his bedroom with little Emily, right? So we've got an Emily now. She is 6 3/4 years old, right? She will let you know that. She will. Because you know when you were a kid and you're always like, no, I'm not like 7. I'm like 7.5, or I'm like 5 years and 7 months. You had to be specific, right? So she is 6 years old and 3/4, right? So she will let you know that. She is like, yeah. She absolutely adores her brother, even though he doesn't want her in the room all the time. She absolutely adores him. She loves playing Void Critters with him. He's really got her into it. Like, absolutely buzzing. Like, just loves him. Loves him. Like, you know, like older sibling. Like, you always love your older sibling when you're a kid, don't you? Like, it might not always stay that way, but you do when you're a kid. And you always look up to them. So she really looks up to him. She loves playing games with him. But unlike him, she is actually a lot more outdoorsy. She loves to run around outside. She loves to watch like the girls' sports. Like, she's really into girls' football and that. Like, she absolutely loves it. She loves watching rugby. Like, she just has a thing with rugby. Don't know, maybe one day she'll grow up and marry like a fancy rugby player. That's what her life goal is. Because she just loves that rugby lifestyle. But also, like I said, she's very outdoorsy. So if you notice outside, put a tent down, that is because she demanded that for her 6 years and 3/4 birthday, her mum and dad let her camp. And they were like, well, we can't go on holiday. Like, we have jobs. We need to work. Like, where are we going to go camping? And we're not taking you brats camping. So they decided to let her have the small family tent. And her brother, because he had to keep an eye on her, she wasn't going out camping on her own. She's too young for that. Get to camp outside tonight. They take down all their toys. They have some new Void Critter cards to play with. You know, they get themselves a little lantern. They make the mum and dad get out the deck chairs as well. But they have to do the homework. So you better be doing your homework out there. Yeah, mum, yeah, dad, I'm doing my homework. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so I don't know. That just came about and I got really excited about that idea for some reason. We then also have the half member of our family, which is the mum's pregnant. She's having another baby. They don't know what the gender is yet. The way it's going to work is if it's a boy, the 2 boys can share the big room and the girl, Emily, can have her own bedroom. If it's a girl, it'll be the other way around. Georgie Porgy can have his own bedroom and the 2 girls can share. But for now, there's a nursery and the shared bedroom. And then we also have another member of the family. It is a little dog. It is a pug beagle cross. I don't know where I'm getting this from. I'm just making it up from the top of my head. But pug beagle cross. And he is a little something or other. I'll tell you that, right? He is called Bilbo. He's called Bilbo, right? Little Bilbo. Oh, he loves to go outside. I decided to add this in last minute. I don't know where I got the idea from. I was just looking through some clutter in that and I noticed some little muddy paw prints. So he's been outside having a little dig in the yard. And by little dig, I mean a big dig. The kids were out camping last night and they were like, go Bilbo, go on, go dig up that yard. They were really encouraging him, throwing treats in the hole. They're the ones that got him started. They were like, oh look Bilbo, look, here's a hole where we pulled this rock up out the ground. Go and get yourself digging away, because he loves to dig. You know, a lot of dogs love to dig. And he's only a little dog, but he was ready for that life. He was like, yes, I will dig a massive hole in this garden. And you know what? Mummy dearest is going to be so proud of me. She's not. If you noticed, downstairs in the little entryway, there's a lot of little like plants. I wanted it to be like a kind of nursery. They don't have a lot of space, so they can't actually have a properly like plant nursery. So she uses the entryway as a nursery because she loves flowers. Outside there's a little flower arranging table because, you know, again, she likes flowers. It's just something to help her relax and calm down. Like, she just works like part-time, like 20 hours a week at a local store. Nothing fancy, but you know, she's like the assistant manager, but like a part-time assistant manager. You know, she's like, and I'm just thinking of her from Glee. You know his wife, Will Schuster's wife, yeah. Now I'm just thinking of her, how she's like, I've been watching Glee a lot recently because it's on Netflix. It's just like, hey, I'm worked to the bone here. Like, I work so hard, mate. She works like 2 shifts a week or something. She works a little bit more than that, this mum. But like, yeah, so, and you know, she doesn't go on about how she's got a hard life. She appreciates the fact that her husband has a well-paying job. He also doesn't actually work that much. He only works 4 days a week, but he's got a pretty well-paying job. So she has the luxury of only having to work 20 hours a week to top up the money. You know, a lot of her money goes straight into either the nice things that the families can afford, like holidays or days out and stuff, where his all goes towards the bills and like a savings account. You know, they're very responsible, this couple. But yeah, so she has had little interests in gardening. She loves flower arranging. She has some nice little lawn chairs out where she can just lie back, have a drink, relax in the sun. But also the lounge chairs are pointing towards the garden, so she can keep an eye out on little Bilbo, Georgie Porgy and Emily. So aside from me talking about pretty much nothing to do with this house, like, I mean, I did a little bit. Like, I told you about the family, right? And it all makes sense, right? I don't know. Like, just somehow this took me pretty much like 5 hours to do. I had 4 hours and 45 minutes basically of footage, but I didn't record everything. I've also chopped bits out because it's going pretty fast. It's a fast speed build, and this isn't the fastest I could have made it, but I didn't want it being too long, and it's looking like it's going to end up being about 15 minutes, which is okay, but I prefer a nice little like 10-minute boy, do you know what I mean? So I cut some bits out, things like that, little like tedious things, like, oh my god, I spent so long just doing random stuff, like dog food bag on top of the fridge in the kitchen, if you didn't notice that exists. There's screenshots later on, I'm pretty sure it's in there, it's fine, don't worry about it. I spent so long, like probably a solid half an hour trying to find that, oh my god. Like I stopped recording, couldn't find it, I stopped recording, went in to my black and white speed build video that I've got on my computer still, because I knew that I used it then. I knew I'd used it, and I went through and I looked, and it was right there. It was just right there in the pets miscellaneous tab where I'd looked like 5 million times already. I couldn't see it's 5 simoleons. It's right at the top level. I didn't expect it to be at the top. Like, why is it at the top? I don't know. Like, why is it 5 simoleons? I don't know. It's get like 3 bags of dog food. Like, I wish I could get like 3 bags of dog food for like 5 quid. Nee, I have to pay like, what is it? 40 quid? 40 quid for my puppy's food. Do you know how long it takes to go through that? Maybe a month. Maybe. If I'm lucky. I'm pretty sure it's less than a month. So, where's that 5 quid dog food at, eh? 5 quid for 3 bags. I mean, it's probably not quality, to be fair. But, like, still. Wish that I didn't spend, like, over 40 quid a month on my dog. But you know what? I bought a big dog, so I knew it was going to be expensive. I've lost again. I'm lost again. I'm absolutely boiling. Oh, yeah, right. So, you know, in the hall, it's very, very cramped. So, they have the little void critter thing out there because there's just not enough room for it. I wanted to put it outside in the garden, but I was like, no, the parents wouldn't allow them to take it out. Anything electronic, they're not allowed out. Because, you know, the brother, Georgie Porgy, he wanted to take the TV and the console outside, and their mum and dad were like, God, no, not gonna happen, no. Do you want us to put this tent away? Because we'll put this tent away. And then Emily started crying. It was a whole heap of mess. But, like, you know, he was like, fine, okay, whatever, mum and dad, don't care. Guess I won't have my console outside. Because, you know, he really actually wants to go camping. He loves his sister deep down. And, you know, it's nice. Like, when you're a kid, you're like, yes, I'll go camping outside in the garden. Like, why not, mate? Like, oh my god, I can't believe I just said why I used to always criticize people that said why I. Like, who even says that in actual conversation? Like, me, apparently, now. But I guess we've pretty much, I don't even think, oh yeah, right, so upstairs, landing, void critter station, couldn't fit it anywhere, but it also kind of made sense to be on the landing because the parents are also saving up for a bigger house in general, because, you know, it's getting a little bit cramped, the kids got loads of toys and they don't have enough space or everything, which is why the landing is so cramped, and the kids are like sat in front of the bathroom playing with the void critters, and it's like, good thing the parents have like an ensuite, do you know what I mean? Because, like, I mean, when I was a kid, I remember just sat playing in front of doors and not caring. Like, I would put toys in front of doors. My mum and dad would be like, you coming down for dinner? And I'd be like, no, I'm trapped. And they'd be like, are you actually serious right now? I'd be like, yeah. Somehow my toy kitchen just got in the way, but yeah. I guess I'll just leave it here. I guess if I've talked over, I can just slow this footage down a bit. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the screenshots, the build, all of that. If you've enjoyed this and my rant, I guess, I suppose, and little story time with my family, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all of that YouTube stuff that I'm really awkward about saying normally, but like I said, like, you know, absolutely boiling right now. Like, I don't even want to know what temperature it is. So I don't really care because my brain's not working. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!